Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the microcontroller start sequence. All microcontrollers need program code to enable them to perform their intended tasks. Many embedded systems do not have any operating systems and do not have the same user interface as a personal computer. Most modern controllers have on-chip flash memory to hold the compiled program. The flash memory holds the program in binary machine code format, and therefore programs written in C must be compiled before programmed to the flash memory. Some of these microcontrollers might also have a separate boot ROM which contains a small bootloader program that is executed when the microcontroller starts before executing the user program in the flash memory. In most cases, only the program code in the flash memory can be changed and the bootloader is fixed. After the flash memory is programmed, the program is then accessible by the processor. After the processor is reset, it carries out the reset sequence. Now let us see what happens when the microcontroller starts the reset handler. So these are the three stages, right? This is the reset handler stage, this is the startup code stage, and this is the final hardware initialization and all the other final stages. So here what happens? Here we have the bootloader and the reset handler. In reset sequence, the processor obtains the initial MSB value uh, and reset vector, and then it executes the reset handler. All of this required information is usually stored in a program file called startup code. The reset handler in the startup code might also perform system initialization. Example, the clock control circuit and phase lock loops. Although in some cases, system initialization is carried out later when the C program starts. Next comes the microcontroller startup code. In this case, when the startup code is executed, for example, startup code can usually be found in installation of the development suite or from software packages available from the microcontroller vendors. For example, if Kale, this is a microcontroller software used for microcontrollers, a development kit is used for development, the project creation wizard can optionally copy a default startup code file into your project that matches the microcontroller we have selected. For applications developed in C, the C startup code is executed before entering the main application code. The C startup code initiates variables and memory used by the application, and then they are inserted to the program image by the C development suite. And in the final stage, we have the application task. And what happens when a microcontroller starts the application? After C startup code is executed, the application starts. The application program often contains the following elements: initialization of hardware, the processing part of the application, the interrupt service routines. The hardware initialization might involve a number of peripherals, some system control registers and interrupt control registers inside the Cortex M0 processor. The initialization of the system clock control and the PLL might also take place if this were not carried out in the reset handler. After the peripherals are initialized, the program execution can then proceed to the application processing part. We have three stages, and we have whatever the kind of microcontroller is, all these three stages will be there. Whatever the development environment is. So these stages has to be followed. And this is for your assessment. Many questions can be asked for assessment. You can have self assessments too. Here, for motivating, you have given two questions. What are the elements of application layer, application program? What happens when a microcontroller starts C startup code? These are the few references which I've given. We have beautiful books for this by Joseph Jew that can also be referred. Thank you.